It's coronavirus, stimulus check, comic book time. What do you guys think? It's been a few weeks since I've made a video, and I thought it's time to make a video. I have been buying some books, and I thought I'd show them off. What do you guys think? Let's start it off. What do you say? How about the ECC exclusive variant cover by Eric Basaldua? I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not going to lie. I've always just called him Ebas. But this is Mercy #1 by Mirko Andolfo, I believe his name is. Gorgeous cover. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but Virgin cover from Emerald City Comic Con. Super excited to have this to add to the collection. Ebas, I love a lot of his work. So #2, coming in hot, is Dollface #1. I bought this because I didn't own a Dan Mendoza signature book, and I wanted to have one for the collection. This one, it was cute, and I got it for a great deal, and I thought it'd be a good addition to my collection. All right, we're going to start getting into some possible first appearance areas here. So, X-Men Annual #14 from 1990. It is rumored that this is the true first appearance of Gambit. There are a few panels that he speaks, he is spoken to, his name is said. Technically, this book was slated to come out after his original first appearance in X-Men, but this book, for whatever reason, came out first. So it was a moderately priced book. I picked it up on the hopes that one way or the other, I'm going to have that first appearance of Gambit. All right, so some real first appearances, or at least first cameo appearances. Young Justice #13. I picked this up at my local comic book store just this last Wednesday. Luckily, he was able to open up for a few hours, and I got in there and picked it up. If you live in the Rochester area, Rhino Comics, he always takes great care of me and is very quick to help me find whatever I'm looking for. So this one was the first appearance of Manalishi. I don't know how to say his name. If you know how to say it better, please inform me. But he wields a kryptonite sword, so that's kind of hip. We'll see what happens with that character. Then we've got the Carnage Annual. This is the first appearance of Carla Unger. She wore the symbiote for just a brief moment, but Funko actually recently just put out a Funko Pop of that moment in this book. Figured it was worth picking up. Why not? Maybe I should pick up the Funko Pop too. I don't know. I've tried to stop with the Funko Pops. They get a little crazy. Then we've got Batman '89. This is the Francesco Mattina cardstock variant. It shows Deathstroke and Batman going at it. But this is the first appearance of Punchline and the Designer. It's a hot book right now. This has been a great run for Batman. I missed it on the initial release and was able to pick up one for a little bit over cover price. Then we've got 52 week 12. Sorry, guys. 52 week 12. This is the first appearance of the second Isis, who is Black Adam's wife. Rumor is she may make an appearance in the Black Adam movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Again, Rhino Comics on Wednesday, I was able to pick up this variant cover of She and Cyblade #1. This is actually the first appearance of Witchblade, and I actually have a different cover of this already, but I loved the watercolor look to this and thought I would pick it up and add it to the collection. Last first appearance book I picked up in the last few weeks is Secret War #2 of 5. And this is the first appearance of Marvel's Quake. You may remember her from Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC. This was her first book appearance. Fantastic Wolverine cover. Hard to pass up. So, those are the books I bought personally this week, or at least received this week. Some of them I bought a while ago and just now received. I also got a couple of boxes in the mail. Ooh. So this one is a mystery box from Stadium Comics. It is not a subscription, but every once in a while they will throw some mystery boxes together to get rid of some stock. But you can get some pretty cool stuff. I did open it, but I didn't see what was in it just yet. I thought we'd do that together. I just wanted to make sure that it was easy for me to go through and find everything without shuffling around and trying to find a way to open the box on camera. So without further ado, and wow, right off the bat, we get an Absolute Carnage Miles Morales #1. I believe this is a variant cover exclusive to Stadium Comics. That is an awesome cover. I am a huge fan of Carnage, so that is going to be a nice addition to my collection. Good looking book. We've got Star #1. I know nothing about this character, absolutely nothing about the character. It is a J. Scott Campbell cover, so that's pretty hip. Can't be upset about that. We'll see. We've got War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas. So I do know what this book is because I used to play Marvel Future Fight way too much. And this is actually the first appearance of this character right here, Luna Snow. And then you've also got Crescent, which was a Marvel Future Fight exclusive character up until this book was printed. You've got some other members of the Marvel Universe. That looks like Frank Cho, the younger Hulk, Silk. I don't know some of the other characters. Shang-Chi. Don't know who the last character on the cover is. I actually do already own a cover or a copy of this book. It was a Billy Tan cover, it looks like. But I am not upset to add a second version to my collection. Cable #1. I know nothing about this book. Cable is super cool. It's actually a really good cover for Cable if you're a fan of Cable. I never really cared for him. I enjoyed Josh Brolin's version of Cable in the Deadpool movie, but beyond that, wasn't for me. Not for everybody. And then the last book in the box is DC Injustice 2 #1. I was going to say, okay, this looks like Jim Lee did the cover, and you've got the Justice League, or at least a variant or a variation of the Justice League with Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Superman, Cyborg. Oh, there's Aquaman in the background there. I don't see Flash, and I have no idea who they're fighting. But it's a Jim Lee cover. I love Jim Lee. I love his art. I've followed him since his days on X-Men with Marvel. When he went to Image, I enjoyed Wildcats immensely. When he started Wildstorm, I bought so many Wildstorm books from that imprint. But cool. That's cool. All right. So that was the Stadium Comics mystery box. I think it was $25 plus shipping, so we'll say $30. I want to say it took them maybe a month and a half to get it to me. I could be wrong on my time frame. To be fair, I bought a lot of stuff online the last couple months, so I don't really remember when I bought it. And lastly, I've got the mystery mail call from Comic Tom. I don't know if you follow his channel, Comic Tom 101. He does a lot of speculation talk, a lot of top 10 hot books for the week, for the month, things like that. Super fun to watch. He's got a great attitude. He gives a lot of great information for collectors, and I've enjoyed a lot of his videos. So in doing so, I signed up for his mystery mail call. I have received it every month since January? No, maybe February. Every month you get an exclusive cover. Usually he throws in some other spicy goodies. I can say last month I got a variant cover of the Mall #1 that was exclusive to his mystery box, but not everybody got a copy of that. The month before that, I got a variant cover of Stabity Bunny that was signed. Again, not everybody got that. That got the mystery box. Sorry, you guys, I got lucky twice. I don't know what's going to be in here, but I would have to imagine my luck's going to run out shortly. But He does have exclusive covers every month. So the first month was a Thor #1 cover. We did a Wolverine #1 cover. And I believe the last one was a Spider-Woman #1 cover. This month it's supposed to be a book called Gut Ghost with Mike Mignola from Hellboy fame doing the artwork. So I was excited about that. So let's see what we got here. Again, I already opened the seal, but I haven't opened to see exactly what we got. And if you want a closer look at these books specifically, I will put them up on my Instagram page. And I will post a link to my Instagram so you guys can find it in the comments below. So let's see what we get here. So we've got our spoiler card. Another great thing, you get like 2 or 3 small prints that you can frame if you're a fan. I'm not a huge fan of Squirrel Girl. I have a friend that absolutely loves Squirrel Girl, so I'm going to make sure that he gets a copy or gets this spoiler card in a nice frame so he can display it in his man basement later. But I'm going to keep this handy so I can explain what some of this other stuff is. So the exclusive print for this month is a Spawn print by Joel. I'm not even going to attempt to say your last name, Joel. I apologize. But I will put it in the comments below or in the description below. And again, it's going to be tagged up on my Instagram later. But if you're a fan of Spawn, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the Spawn world right now. Todd McFarlane just launched his Kickstarter with those Spawn figures. I definitely already jumped on that bandwagon. You guys know how much I love my action figures. And I now will have a couple more Spawn figures to add to the collection. I'm super excited about that one. And I think it's doing fairly well, so I would venture to say it's going to be a thing going forward for him. So here's the exclusive cover that we talked about, low print run exclusive issue, Gut Ghost, Trouble with Sawbucket Skeleton Society #1. The variant cover was done by Mike Mignola. Again, I've already let you guys know, but that is a super classic looking cover in the black and white, his definitive style, and that is super cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to make a copy of it just so I can color it and see what I could do to it. To destroy it, basically, because I can't color. I'm no colorist. All right, so the next book on the stack here is Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, #35. Does it have a year? I don't see a year on the cover. It looks maybe mid-'80s or so. I didn't read Transformers as a kid. I was pretty strictly G.I. Joe and nothing else. X-Men #1. This is that Jim Lee run with X-Men that I was talking about previously. I loved. This one actually had multiple covers that you could connect to make a bigger, like, wraparound cover with all of the gold and blue team X-Men from that 90s era. And this was the corner book on this side. And obviously it's got Magneto, and it's a great pose for Magneto. I actually don't think I have this version, which is insane because those were super highly printed back then, but that's a great book. And a good read if you haven't read that series. It was really fun to read. I have no idea what book this is. It's got Greg Capullo on the cover there. That's his signature for his art. It's double bagged, so that leads me to believe it's a key or something worth double bagging. So that's hopefully that's pretty good. Looks like maybe a sketch variant, a sketch virgin variant. I'll have to look it up again. I'll throw it in the description below, and it'll be tagged up on my Instagram later. So while I'm thinking about it, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, by all means follow me. I'm going to start making sure that I post on Instagram everything I talk about on my YouTube and vice versa. That way you guys don't miss anything. So the next book is going to be The Twisted Haunted Hions, #4. If you don't know who Twisted is or are, they are a group that came out from the ICP guys. They helped kind of get them on the map. It's got a sticker here, CK from Official Twisted. So I don't know, maybe they ordered this from the Twisted website or something, but I have no idea anything about that book, but it's going in the collection. So we've got Action Comics 988. It's a lenticle cover, and it looks like Clark Kent's parents, right as they're going to send him off. How hip is that? I don't know anything else about the book, but that's a pretty hip cover. I like that. And the last book, we've got an 80-page giant, Nightwing #1. Says Hela, an all-new epic length story. I think this is her first appearance. I'm going to have to verify that, but I think this is the first appearance of this character in a Nightwing book. Not a highly utilized character to my knowledge, but that's still pretty fun. And of course it doesn't tell me that on the card, anything else about it. But hey, that's pretty cool. So again, this was the mystery mail call for April. I don't know what he's going to do next month yet, but again, if you like comic books and are interested in finding out, definitely follow his Comic Tom 101 YouTube channel, just because he's going to spoil what's going to come next month, and I've yet to be let down. I've done this, like I said, since at least February, and every month I've gotten just great fun out of it. Some surprises, some things I've never read that, or never even heard of. So I've truly enjoyed it. He works with Key Collector Comics, which is an app you can get on your phone to help kind of keep track of your comic book collection. Gives you ideas of what other future keys may be and things like that. And Scout Comics. I think I said that before. But that's the video, guys. Those are the books I've received in the last couple of weeks. I hope everything's going well with you with the coronavirus. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. And I'll see you again on the flip side.